Oh man. Let's see if we get all this pushed out there where it's supposed to be. A little behind the 8 ball today. Make sure we've got all this put in here properly. Hey Dale, how are you? Let's show the game instead of just me sitting here with my digitized chair, huh? There we go. Switch this to newest. Save that. For some reason it always wants to hide us on YouTube. We go live and it immediately goes unlisted. We're a private show. Not that kind of private show. Oh man. How's your week been, Dale? I got to go put a little bit of numbers in my spreadsheet. I might be a little behind. Might be ahead, I don't know. Do I have to go do some refining? Thank you, my friend. Thank you for your help. Honestly, it was really fun last week to relax and unwind before the big day. And also, had a lot of fun doing the test questions, hanging out with everybody. That was kind of unexpected. But I had a lot of fun with that too. And I didn't get to test on Friday like we thought we were going to be able to. It's part of the curriculum, actually, to be able to take it on that Friday. And didn't get to do that. Yeah, that's a good question, Barnabas. Hey, how are you, by the way? So, when I got my Certified Information Systems Security Professional, the CISSP, that one you actually have a code of ethics that you are tested on. Like, I think it's probably guaranteed you'll get a test question on that exam that has something to do with the ethical standards they hold you to for getting that. And yeah, that wasn't the case with the Certified Ethical Hacker. It was like, get permission before you hack people, but it didn't really test you. I mean, they probably test some people on it. They drill it into your head, like if you're gonna hack something, get it in writing that you're allowed to. But I guess that's what it means to be ethical. Really, that's, in a lot of ways, that's the only difference between a white hat and a black hat is permission. So, perhaps, perhaps that's all there is about ethics, is that I hack stuff more or less when I'm supposed to. And people, at least the system owner, is okay with it, not necessarily all the employees that use that system. Oh, what's this? Oh. My wife is having some trouble with the beta fish that, like, I pass an exam and then the first thing that happens is my wife and kid go get a beta fish, I guess in celebration, and thanks to my child, its name is Hot Dog. So we have a little beta fish named Hot Dog. We haven't taken care of one before. Struggling a little bit, making sure that it's all nice and comfortable in the water, so I think they're getting it figured out. Sushi. There you go, Barkman. Also good to see you. It's been a while. I was chatting with my buddy Welch. Let's see. Oh, he's still at the office, so we'll see if he can make it. Usually we wait for the retrieving symbol to end, just because we want it to actually launch. We don't want it to just sit stationary. Speaking of, I've chatted with him a little bit. I have not spoke with him so much while I've been studying really hard, but I gotta go be a good friend again and see how he's doing. I know he's been going through some rough stuff, so anybody who knows him personally, reach out and tell him you're thinking about him. And let's get some good feelings for Sinip in the chat here so I can go snippet it real quick and send it over to him and tell everybody how much we all miss him. It's a good buddy, not just to me. You gotta laugh, even in strange times like these. Maybe especially in strange times like these. Oh, what's been going on in the game? Do you guys spend any of your event currency yet, or are you holding on to it? I've got a good look. Every time that I was about to spend event currency, they tossed something out there that was like, hey, don't spend it yet. Like Thursdays? Now we've got a the outlaw stuff every single Thursday. I didn't know that was coming. How do we feel about that? That's news. About Hugh and Bev today. 93,000 left. It's not too bad. This is not as free-flowing as some people thought it was. I was on a cruise last week. Okay. Was it a good cruise? You're not sick or anything, right? No internet. 7-day shield. Did you have somebody babysit your account? What am I going to throw on this ship? This is health. Who can I be without for 12 hours? Most of these people. Joaquin. Goodbye, Joaquin. Godspeed. Lead expedition. Do I want to run through one real quick? I don't know if I want to do that. Well, we have the Thursday event now, right? And I'm kind of excited about that. Barnabas, holding event store currency, though, with this. Now no additions to event store like normal, kinda. Yeah. 8-day cruise, day 3 was Key West, Florida, so day 3 followed by a day 7. Oh, okay, so you had a minute to go ahead and switch your shields out. That's good. 3-day followed by 7. That's good. Dale, you got your last 28 shards to unlock you. Got the rainbow projectile. That's awesome for your penetration stats on every ship forever. It's a good one. I've spent all the rest on trade XP. It's a great long-term strategy. Yep. Trade XP is always a good way to go. If you don't know what to spend it on, trade XP is pretty good. What do you call it? This stuff. Syndicate XP. Jeez. I can't even brain. I'm letting some of the stuff that we've been cramming in here since like December when I first started studying for all this stuff seep out a little bit. And it's taken other stuff with it. Oh, man. I haven't spent any of my event store currency yet. So some of the stuff I wanted to spend it on, where I guess I could pull up the store while we're talking about it. Some of the stuff I wanted to spend it on in here was on the some of the ship blueprints, because I like some of these, what do you call it? The refits. And specifically where'd it go? Am I in the wrong spot? This is ship blueprints. This is not the right spot, Dan. Ship refits. There's one called ship refits. Hello. Salvaged auger. I was kind of looking at maybe finishing that out because I was a dum-dum when they ran that during the Deep Space Nine arc and didn't realize I needed to put everything in one. I split it up between the Cardassian Disruptor and the Salvaged auger, so I don't have either. It's great. I thought about getting the Valdor refit because I'm going to be working on Romulan reputation. I don't know if I need it as bad because of how slow I plan on progressing towards that. I really like this assimilated Stella, but when I was like, maybe I'll go ahead and start pushing on this stuff. Of course, now we have a new Thursday event, which our week's filling up now. How do you guys feel about the Thursday event for Apex Outlaw stuff every Thursday now? I have some thoughts, but I wanted to see what you guys think first. Barkman was looking at Syndicate XP2 for BQ shards, but I think just buying her might make more sense. Need like 50 shards. Thank you, Dale. He will appreciate that, I'm sure. What do I have in here? Support Queen. I got her unlocked. How did I get her unlocked? I didn't have to get any of her shards through here, and I thought I was going to have to, so that was part of what I was going to do in here. And then I was like, well, okay, now that I have her unlocked, maybe I'll go ahead and just hammer away and go ahead and pick up, you know, at Picard, Admiral Picard. A very aptly named officer there. And I was just going to go spend everything I needed to just unlock him, and then, of course, we got a Day 2 Picard Week chest today that gave 5 shards of them and like 6,000 of the Chateau Picard coins. So I'm glad that I didn't go ahead and dump any of those because I would have bought 5 more than I needed. You were going for the first Thursday, but seems like faster route to research medals at least. Yeah, I agree with that. And your ship refits are going to be in there. So you can get, not all of them or anything, but the assimilated Stella is in there, which I think is great. and so is the salvaged Enterprise Auger D4. It's all good stuff for people that are in that area, and I think it's good to go ahead and slowly pick up the Stella that way. It's also a chance at more of these heist loot badges, which is awesome to me. Honestly, this is one of the biggest things they might not have. I mean, maybe somebody thought of it, but the chance at more command badges, especially, but badges in general, it's pretty cool, because that's often what, if it's not independent credits, it's badges. SLB bracket chain, yeah, Picard, Admiral Picard is Picard. SLB brackets change, then yeah, it's going to be great, but if they stay the 40 to 90, 50 to 60, never going to get a win, so stays negative while being kind of good. Yeah. Rev was saying the assimilated Stella would take decades to get. I don't know if I agree with that. It depends, I guess, on where you get on the leaderboard. But I got, what, 2.5 shards or something like that? 2 1/3 shards this last week. So it's 120 to get it. It's about a year. So maybe a decade for somebody who's been playing the game for 4 years and just now decided to start working on their Stella. But I don't know. Haven't done the math and also may have misheard. Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's being a little dramatic over there. But only through this, the sourcing might be kind of hard. I don't know. I placed high enough in whatever the leaderboard was, just doing my SMS in an alliance of 1, so I wasn't in anybody else's armadas. And got a little bit of that. I gave up on the new Thursday event. Too many level ops 49 players to compete against. Yeah, I'm out here on my own too, so I didn't have other people running armadas for me to jump into. So I had to like snipe armadas when other people were trying to run them so that I could get in any of them at all to get my SMS done. Maybe you said 20 weeks rather than 20 years. 20 weeks is also honestly not bad to get 120 blueprints for something, for a refit. Especially if you are like a mid-level 30s player, if you get that, because you don't really have any use for it yet. It's just a cool looking Stella thing to you. Until you are maxed out with your Stella and using your Stella particles for these chests, it doesn't really do you any good anyways. So for me, I'm not at a point where I'm even going to go ahead and, I'm M score like 117, and until I max it out, I'm not going to go drop in Stella particles to crystal or anything like that to try to get any use out of that Stella yet. So that's kind of where I was like, okay, I can wait. So I'm not really in a big hurry to go ahead and pick it up out of the store. But if you have a Stella that's maxed or close to maxed, then that might irk you that you're that far away from it. Might be worth putting some currency towards, right? That's kind of my philosophy on it. Doesn't mean it's right. That's just what I've been thinking. Oh, why do I do Taco Bell before streams? It's not good. Not smart, Dan. We celebrated with some spicy chicken over the weekend, and like spicy chicken. Like I like spicy chicken. We go to a place that like they have like the top of the mountain spice, right? Where it's like, we just want to hurt you. And I've done it before. Had to get prepared for it. I brought in like my own water bottle full of ice cold milk and got some like, they had some banana pudding and stuff that you can get in a mason jar from the place. And I got like 2 orders of potato salad. And I was like, I've got all my ways to tap out if I need to. And it was funny, because they like make you try this little toothpick with the spice on it before you try that chicken, so that I guess you don't try to sue them or something. And just that toothpick, because if you haven't tried it before, you got to do it. So I took the "We Just Want to Hurt You" spice, the extra hot, and I just go, they're like, here, you know, make sure that you want it. And I just went, swiped it on my tongue, and just that little thing, there's just that little like landing strip of fire on my tongue, and I had trouble even telling them like, yeah, because it was just that hot. So I order my chicken and get my little number and go sit at my place. And this is the extra hot story. And have all my stuff ready to go. Like my dad and stepmom was there. And my wife and kid were there too and stuff. They're like, okay, you can do this. And like, I'm having trouble for like 20 minutes before they bring the food with this toothpick spice. Just like, oh gosh. And my mouth just hurts. And I'm drinking like, what was it? I think I did like root beer or something, which is not helpful. And just it just couldn't get it to go away. But something magical happened. Because of that toothpick, my body had, I guess, released enough endorphins that it numbed my tongue. So I looked like a total pro. When the extra hot came, I could feel the spice on my lips, but there's nothing. I didn't feel it at all in my mouth. Like, it wasn't ridiculously spicy or anything. Now, that was going in. Fire in is fire out. So I've done the extra hot. I've done the top of their mountain, the we just want to hurt you stuff. But just below that level, and still pretty hot, is what they call like this place called Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack. It'll geographically tell you where I'm at in the U.S. over here in the southeast, because there's only 4 of them. And I like to go to this place. They have one called Rocky's Hot, and man, that is the most delicious chicken. Like the spice, if you take out the heat and like if they could just neuter the heat so everybody could taste the flavor of this, it would be so good. Like everybody would be hooked on this chicken. But because it's spicy, you have to deal with the spice to get it. You have to earn that. Very few people do it. But I love it. It's my favorite chicken that I end up getting, right? Yeah, exactly, Stewie. So that's my favorite spicy chicken, is that Rocky's Hot. And usually we'll get it like every 3 months or so, and it kind of keeps me like in the zone because it takes some preparation. And we went up there this weekend right after I passed my exam. We had planned for it, like I'm going to pass this thing first thing in the morning. So, you know, last week when we talked about it, I was going to take it on Friday as part of the class, but they had changed the version, or the vouchers were for the newer version 12 and not the version 11 that they'd always worked with. So there was like this big snafu where we couldn't schedule our exams on Thursday or Friday like we were trying to. So the earliest I could schedule mine for was at 4:40 a.m. on Sunday. So I think some of you guys probably saw that in the Discord channel. So 4:40 a.m. Sunday is when my proctored exam. So I had to, I took it here. So I had to like shut everything down and put everything in a filing cabinet and like disconnect monitors, which comes into play. And then go check what all the apps are that are running on your computer. If you've never taken a remotely proctored exam, that's what it's like. And because I use this stream setup that you guys already know is finicky, because I'll be sitting here going for like 3 minutes until somebody says we can't hear you, or we can't hear Welch, or whatever. That computer, where they just start like, okay, close that program, get rid of that, and all this kind of stuff, right? So yeah, all my stuff got closed out, and I couldn't hear the guy at all. So he like, you're not supposed to wear headphones, because I guess, you know, you could have like Bluetooth headphones where somebody's like giving you all the answers to the test or whatever, but they let me use my headphones to do the test because I couldn't hear them otherwise, even with my speakers and stuff, because it was messed up. So I had to keep my headphones around my neck the whole time so they could like see my ears, because like that's how they know you're not cheating, I guess. So I was sitting here getting choked out for like 2.5 hours while taking this stinking exam at 4:40 in the morning. A little later than 4:40, because by the time we got done getting all the proctor stuff figured out, it was probably like 25 minutes. So, you know, maybe about 5:30 in the morning is when I actually was ready to start taking this test. And it took a little over 2 hours to do it, but I had like half the test marked as flagged to go back to it and all this stuff. Ugh, it's craziness. But you guys last week really helped a lot with that crazy impromptu study session / just get to relax and hang out with you guys. Really helped to kind of chill back out and carry that into the rest of the week. So anyways, the plan was after I passed that exam, we're going to go get the chicken. So we went, and they have, you can just get the tenders, which are just, you know, tender spiced that way. But what I was doing instead was getting the, I enjoyed it too. We might do that sometime again. Like I'm going to be studying for the Pen Test Plus still, but kind of getting that one like much slower. So maybe we'll go through some practice questions if you guys want to. If you guys want to like hobbyist pick up a little bit of hacking stuff. So God. Oh man, got choked for 2.5 hours. You have to pass a 125 question quiz. David Carradine. Carradine. Oh man. So anyways, we went to go celebrate with the chicken. They have a Royale with cheese, which is like this ciabatta bread and pimento cheese and whatever spice you want on your chicken. So of course I got the Rocky's Hot, and it's like this weird hack for eating the spicy stuff, because you can go ahead, the bread will like coat it so it doesn't get on the outside of your lips, so you don't have to deal with that. You still got to deal with all the rest. And I got like half of this sandwich done and got up to go get more of my soda water I was drinking, and came back and I looked at that other half of the sandwich and I was like, this is harder than that exam. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Like it gets in your head, that kind of spice. But I powered through and I did it. And yeah, that's my story of triumph from this past Sunday. And you guys, everybody that was here from the last stream, you guys were a part of it, because you helped me like go into that with the right mindset. Should we be using the words choking and chicken in such close proximity? Oh, Stewie. I think we're allowed to. It's a Tuesday night. We can get a little wild. Hey, we spoke last week, too, about potentially doing... Was it last week or the week before? That all runs together. Potentially doing a Friday stream, and the missus is not against it. So we might go ahead and try to get another Friday stream going as well as the Tuesday. We'll see. It's all fluid, right? So, fun. Man. Hey, who else is, like, so close that they're still not going to get it? Worf or Picard right now, by the way. I got third place on both of the leaderboards for them, the SLBs. And, nope, not going to get either one of them for a little while. It's great. It's like Dax, 10 away. You're a wuss with spicy food. Enjoy it vicariously through me. That's cool. Deal. I love spicy food. It's much harder to cope with as I have aged a little bit here, though. Used to be a little easier. The bidet comes in handy. We'll just say that much. Don't need them. No, you're right. Don't need them, but I like them. So, I want them at some point in time, but you're right. They're not necessary. Not at all. I got all the Battleship Strike team. They're still the kings of the castle. Kings and... Oh, I guess technically queens of the castle, huh? So I think I got to go out here. We're going to use that crew from... Was it last week that you guys yelled at me to go use this crew instead, and it's way better? For my Mantis, I got to head out here and go blow some stuff up. Somebody's out here doing that already. Only wanted Riker for Tau, but he only burns for PvP or spicy chicken. Oh, man. You guys are the real heroes of the stream, you know that? I'm just the host. You guys are hilarious. Barkman and Stewie. Not the only ones, but you guys are on fire tonight. Ha, get it. I still don't have Tal either. It's a little outside of the realm right now. Oh, we did talk a little bit last week about the, is it 60%, is it 80% to be able to get your Pilum out of the away team store. And that was part of why I opted up to 44 last week. It's not in this, Dan. Over in the away team store. So guess what, like, popped up like a day or two after stream ended in my away team store, by the way. Good luck, Dale. Borg 46 Solo Armada. I need to finish building my Talios so I can start getting more of the uncommon Borg Solo Armada directives. So the Pilum showed up for me in this away team store. I've been buying 2 a day for a while. I guess for a few days now. But if you look, my reputation is not 80% of what we were talking about there. And what, it's 440 million. I don't know. I don't have to put those in there. So times 0.8. That should mean that I would have had to be at 352 million reputation in order to buy the Pilum prints out of the away team store. But as you guys just saw, they're already in there. And somebody had already said that they were about 60% for me to be able to get that, which is part of why I went ahead and opted up when I was at that area. But I had to be ops 44 to be able to see them in the away team store. So that was 440 times 0.6. That was when we were about 264 million reputation. Right after we hit that, we went ahead and went up. See, that's what we were thinking, Barton. But somebody said it was 60% of it, but you have to be ups like within 2 ops levels at that point and onward. So that was why we upped up to 44. Right, exactly. So as people were saying it was 80, it was 80. That's what they were talked about last time. But I actually took screenshots of as soon as I saw the Pilum in there. And I was down here at 279 million. So that's 279 divided by 440. So I was at 63%. It's even less than that. Yeah, 44 and have 22 Pilum charged from away team store. It's 60%, not 80%. Yeah, it's right at 60%. Last week, everybody, people were like at 60. Everybody was telling me it was 80%. The week before, somebody had come around and said, no, it's 60%, which is why I was like, okay, well, I'll go ahead and hop up and start picking these things up. and it didn't show up immediately. It actually took like a day or two. So I opted up on stream last week, so that was 8 or 10 p.m. somewhere in there. Ref says 80 for 42, 60 for 46, so I'm just quoting from him. I think he's right. I think it really depends. Like, it doesn't... The timing is a little weird, I think. I think it's 60%, but... Like, it's the next full day after you've already been at that 60%, then it should reset, I guess, is what I'm thinking. Because I saw this pretty quickly. I don't remember. I might be able to go timestamp this. This was April 13th. So what day was the 13th of April? That was last Thursday is when I noticed it. So that kind of checks out. If I had just got that reputation up there and opted up the previous night, and I didn't see it the next day when it rolled over, so maybe it reset that Wednesday at noon or something. I don't know. But it was right around there, but it wasn't immediate. So just trying to put that information out there for anybody else, because we tried to actually like witness it happening to see exactly where it was. Trying to get research building to 44 Academy is 18,000 G4 uncommon, or it's, yeah, even with a lot of efficiency, it was a pain. I got it mostly because, was that because of the, I think that might have been because of the treasury, which, man, in order to get third place, maybe 11%, yeah, maybe 11%. But maybe, yeah, it was because I got my treasury opened, but it's all gone already because I got third place on the Wharf SLB also, which I wasn't aiming for third place, but that's pretty good. I spend the $20 a month on the battle pass. That's what I do. I just spend when it's time to spend. So I think it did pretty good to be able to take third place in both the Riker and the Wharf SLBs in the 40s bracket without spending. So I'm patting myself on the back. You don't have to. But it still doesn't do me good. Like Barkman said, don't need them. But I have much better research, much stronger ships, and a lot of other stuff built now. The hard part was that I was still in the Alliance of One, so there's no help speed ups. It was just all speed ups until they ran out in Latinum. I spent like 800,000 in Latinum, which is a lot for me to spend because, you know. Oh, fun times though. Some good song. What's everybody's? Has anybody reached their cap yet for the mess hall? Are you capped on the rations, or are you capped on your officer level? I don't know anybody who's capped on their officer levels yet. You were in Alliance of One. You didn't like the Admiral. I didn't like your Admiral either. People are like, what are you doing out there by yourself? And I'm like, just doing my own thing, man. Just living my best life. I like hanging out with people, but especially when I didn't realize, of course, that they were going to do this Thursday thing. And I spent like, I don't know, all the directives. So many directives. It was just days and days of running exchange armadas when nobody cared about them. And I didn't want to spam the Alliance to do that. And now, to be fair, I did run plenty of them before I left, so I could share that with the people I'd been hanging out with for a while. But, yeah. Nope, we got a message over here. Let's go see. Oh, no. Oh. Yep, you're level 36 mess hall. I think that's about where I'm at. I don't even look at what level it is, but man, that's a great building. Yeah, 37. Officer stat bonus way up there. Research speed. The research speed is really nice when you're in an Alliance of One. I'll tell you that much. Love it. Pull that ship back. Go burn out the rest of this token. I wish that they'd like double your token capacity so you could, I don't know. I don't even wish they did that because I don't want to go out for twice as long when I cap out. I just hate them. I don't like having tokens for both the Mantis and the Talios. It's a pain. Do you guys spend all your tokens on the same day with both ships, or do you do like this ship one day, this ship the other day? How do you do that? And then also the hard part with the Talios is if you go spend the Antique Platinum Refinery and you get more transwarp cells, it's like crap. Now I feel like I gotta use these because I got a ship I gotta build still. Free play is gonna take a while. Like, how can I get the mess hall to level 59? Going 36 now. Also, ops levels give different upgrade amounts. Do they? That makes sense. I was hoping they would. I mean, I don't know that it matters that much if it's not limited by your ops level. Like, if I just started playing the game right now today and got to, I don't know what level they make you be to be able to build that, I'd probably say that like 15 or something, probably. But get to the point that you can start building that building, then it's going to be front loaded. It's going to take you a little while to get capped, but then what? Like, it's kind of like my treasury. I'm never going to level so fast, or at least I don't think I'll level so fast that I'm going to be worried about not having enough of these optical diodes to be able to increase my treasury. Yeah, you have a drip. You always do at least 8 in case Scopely does a surprise event. Yeah, I like to try to keep one in the tank for the transwarp cells. I don't really worry so much about the Actian, because I don't know that I've seen anything since the Mantis has been out for this long. I'm sure at some point in time. Yeah. You sure it was mutual at Stewie Doo? That's pretty funny. Oh man. So it's funny as I pass that exam and they take like a week and a half before you even get like your digital credentials. So I guess like my digital ink hasn't finished drying on the paper yet. So that's fun. It still took my money. Maintenance fees for the certification we haven't actually issued you yet. You just passed. Oh man, I'm tired. Mutual and consensual. Consent is important. That's what they teach. That's the only thing ethical about the ethical hacker. Certified ethical hacker is the consent. Written consent. Wouldn't be as much fun, I guess, for people if they always had to get written consent for everything. Oh, that's kind of distracting. All right, I gotta change that song. This one's pretty good. This one also makes me like feel like I ate way too much food at a Chinese buffet. And we're back to choking chickens. Oh man. So we're choking tacos. I had Taco Bell for dinner because I'm not a wise person. That was not a good idea. I always just go get their little box that they have over there. They always have like the little deal boxes just to see what's in it because it changes all the time. A little different. Congratulations. I thought it was 46 Borg Armada. Did I read wrong? 46 or 45? Which one did you typo? And congrats. Either way. Yeah, either way. That, we have sriracha on everything. So, Texas Pete sriracha is not the same thing at all. I tried it. Actually, I think I'm allergic to something in Texas Pete sriracha. Not normal Texas Pete, not normal sriracha, but if you get those two things together because the store that you go do your digital grocery shopping on decides to sub it in for you, nope. I swelled up. Like I bit the crap out of my tongue because it had swelled up a bunch and was worried it was going to like block my airway. It's great. It's a fun feeling. Where I'm going to have to go over to the emergency room and get an epinephrine shot at like 3 in the morning because my tongue was swollen up from having not my usual hot sauce. Okay, 45. I bet you could take a 46 if you wanted to, Dale. Do it. Execute order 46. Yeah. You're not wrong, Barkman. I do like my food. I like it to fight back. You guys don't have Texas Pete hot sauce over there, Stewie? Do? You, sir, are on fire. Tonight and every other night. Don't do it till tomorrow for the SLBs for solos, though, right? Is there an SLB for solos? Look at you guys. Always looking out for each other. I love this community. Dale, he says you better hold your horses because there's an SLB coming up. And I trust him. He's just scoping, maybe. He's scouting, just trying to see if he could take one so he knows what he's going to go for tomorrow. Let's say that. Isn't that right, Dale? You were just testing the waters so that you can just hammer away at them blindly tomorrow, right? I go check my in-game news. That's awful. Isn't there the infographic up on the official Discord, probably? Let's go look. The game announcements. Oh no. Event information. There it is. Alright, so event information. What's today? Today is the 18th. So the 19th is Picard Week. The Great Picard Meta Part 2. Is that starting tomorrow? Picard Memory Shard 6 through 10. And upgrade the Titan. So I don't see the SLB there. Y'all laugh at this glitch. A level 45 Borg is spinning around my ship, firing around your ship. Woo! Man. Hey, Louis P, how are you? Saw that solo event, didn't say Borg though. Oh, which one? I'm gonna have to go to the in-game news because this infographic is kind of useless for that. Of course. Thanks for nothing. No, I actually appreciate whoever put that graphic together. For realsies. Just got the kids to bed. I can hear, you guys might not be able to hear it because this thing that Stewie do likes over here in front of my face this much, it does a really good job at suppressing all the noises where I can tell that my wife is trying to slowly herd my child into bed. So that's still happening at my house. Where? Okay. So tomorrow is the 19th. Syndicate Advancement still running. We got a Jelly Brawl tomorrow. So take note of that. Jelly Pursuit should be running now. What else do we have? 19th. Blast from the Past. Assist Riker SMS. Now that's the 9th, 6th, and 16th and 23rd, Dan. Eyeballs, man. What else? Testing Technologies running. Yeah, my kid can somehow go, hey, it's 8 o'clock, time to get ready for bed, and she's still awake at like 11:30 because she was hungry, or she needed to poop, or she needed to pee, or she just really loves you, or she wants to cuddle. It's like, oh my gosh, she's too cute, man. She gets away with so much. Upgrade the Titan. Explorer combat training is tomorrow. Man. Oh man, you're giggling like a 13-year-old that you're in here with Do and P. Yeah, Stewie, I hate to break it to you. Just like, I don't know. Back when the masks were a much bigger thing, you could probably be like, yo, just a little chloroform on somebody's mask, and then bam, and then they're suddenly so much nicer. Is that okay? Should I be recommending that on stream? How's everyone doing on Event Store Loot? I haven't spent any of mine yet. I got 3rd place in both of the Riker and the Worf SLBs. I have to keep tooting my own horns because nobody else will. So I am up to 459.3 thousand. I haven't spent any of it yet. Don't plan on spending it until like last minute, and probably just panic spending because it's gonna all evaporate on me. I'm really looking forward to having all this Event Store loot in my inventory for the next 6 years, I'll tell you that much. Everything I don't spend. Can't wait to see it sitting in there with the rest of it. Right, guys? You unlocked all the Borg officers? Awesome. Congratulations. Hey, Tiberius. Thanks for showing up. How's it going? Got a raid incoming. You missed the spicy chicken story. We talked a bunch about the exam getting moved from Friday to Sunday. That was part of the spicy chicken story as well. Thank you for the follow. Who's that? K-O-C-R Doug. I said that wrong. I said that wrong at least twice. So, but thank you. We appreciate it. What am I going to get? I don't know. I'm going to get Honk Honk. Hey, Q. How are you? Look at all these people. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you, Tiberius, for the raid, my friend. It's good to see you. Did you guys have a good stream? Bet you did, because you're all hyped up. Coming over here to chill with a hacker friend. Yes, you're a certified ethical hacker Star Trek Fleet Commander. How you like that? It's a big, long title. Thank you for the follow, Z Buckethead. We're 2 away from the 100 follower goal, and then I don't know what we're going to do from then. Yeah, Dan choked a chicken live on stream. You missed it. We were talking about how this was a remote proctored exam, and I had to end up having my headphones around my neck like this for over 2 hours while I was trying to take the test, and it was choking me the crap out, but I still passed the thing, so thank you guys. I would like to give all of you guys credit for the fact that we passed. Thank you, Gonker66, for the follow. Appreciate it. So, everybody who was here hanging out with us last week, it's partly your credit that we made it through last week. It was a very rough week, being in boot camp all week, but you guys came to hang out and made it really fun. And we also had some really fun time. Like a lot of you guys were hanging out with us last week. We did some study questions on air and had a lot of fun. I know Dale had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing those study questions with you guys. We have a lot of people who are IT people in the audience. We have a lot of people who are actually information security people in the audience. We have people who are not at all, and they're still curious. We found out all sorts of stuff. So it was really fun to discuss all sorts of things and talk about it with all of you guys. It was awesome. So I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you, Major Samo. Northern Ireland says hi. Did you guys send our president back? You guys could keep him if you wanted. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having a good night. Lord Hollywood 1. Thank you for the follow. If I hadn't thanked you yet, I appreciate it. We're 1 away. One more follow over there. Adame underscore. Thank you. No thanks. You guys don't want him either? Everyone learned. That's true, Q. We had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So all my other certifications, my wife has been involved in helping me, that sounds a little weird, helping me study for. She likes the flashcards, man. She loves to write out the flashcards, and she hates my handwriting, so she writes them out for me. So when we do the flashcards, it usually has like, you know, some sort of concept on the front and then like the details of it on the back. But I knew I was not going to be able to do that with her on this exam. When I was like, yeah, I gotta like really make sure that I concrete understand the difference between cross-site forgery request forgery, cross-site request forgery, and cross-site scripting. And she went, "What's cross-site scripting?" And I was like, "No, I can't do that. I can't even keep a straight face." But I told somebody else about that, and this might be why there's so much unsecure code out there, is everybody's doing cross-site scripting. So there you go. Level 44, it's hardest hurdle yet. What's the biggest challenge for you at level 44? Z Buckethead. You might just forget how to get home. Barkman, I just saw that. It's funny. Anybody who's curious about Borg Q, legit. That's good to know. Thank you, Louis P, for that. Try to say that 10 times fast. Ready to go. Which thing? I'll say it. Look at that. 100 follows. Thank you. Let's see if I can say this name right. Kai the 54. Is that right? If it's not, I apologize tremendously. A goals. There we go. Thank you guys. About to go set some cool new go. Yeah, lots and lots of ore. That's the hard part. I agree with that. It is so many ores. I got my Katinga to about as far as I'm going to get. I basically am like, should I stop focusing on ships now? I got them like tier 6. I'm going to say like tier 5, tier 6. Yeah, max and scrap. Legionaries, which is the hard part because I'm going to use a lot of that for the Pilum Prince. So trying to balance that too. Uncommons needed for the academy when I need it for the ships and research. Yep, that's true. You building a Katinga as well or no? Because that sucked away a lot of ore. Fun. Did better with Max Sharvanek against hostiles, Mantis hostiles instead of Hugh. Well, I don't have my Sharvanek maxed yet because I'm lazy Dan. Let me go back out here. This is my last one. Yes. Oh, thankfully. I'm so sick of this place. Stewie do with the jokes. He said some pretty good jokes. If you haven't seen him, you need to scroll up. Stewie's just been on fire, just like this conversation we've had tonight, talking about spicy chicken and Texas Pete. Who likes spicy food in the chat? If you like it, if you're a spicy food enthusiast as well, then throw some fire in the chat. I might be on my own here. See, there we go. Thank you, Major Samo. I'm not on my own. And there's some people that like to live vicariously, like Dale does. He likes to hear the spicy. I don't like spiky food. I like spicy food. It depends. It's gotta be good food, right? No Katinga, I've been using the max inti to handle everything. That's good. Don't put apostrophes before or. Referring to or sucking. Oh man. Not so hot that you can't taste it though. I agree. Thank you. We were just talking about like hot to be mean about it. Like just the heat for being mean. Not a fan of that. I'm a fan of heat that is just like you have to endure the heat to get this delicious euphoric flavor. That's what I'm about. I'm not about heat for no reason. They don't sell Texas Pete in California. You found it in Virginia while in the Navy. You miss Texas Pete. So we were talking about it because I like sriracha and I like Texas Pete. But for some reason, Texas Pete decided that they were going to do sriracha. So I tried to do like my grocery shopping online for our grocery store and they didn't have sriracha, I guess. So they were like, let's substitute this Texas Pete cha. That's what they call it or something like that. And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. It should be the same thing. And I tried to use it and I had some sort of allergic reaction and like my tongue swelled up and everything. Doesn't do that with Texas Pete. Doesn't do it with sriracha. Does do it with the Texas Pete sriracha. So not cool. It tastes pretty similar, but ow. So that wasn't fun. Ever had Indian food? I do like Indian food. Yeah. I like it. I like Thai food. I like Indian food. You like spicy but have acid reflux, Bark, man. That's rough. That's I think I'm gonna develop it if I haven't already. I'm trying to like enjoy spice as much as I can right now because it's gonna get messed up. Frank's dude, just gotta be Frank's. Frank's is good hot sauce too. There you go, Southpaw Funk. Good one. Texas Pete, what? What is Texas Pete? Texas Pete, let's go see where it is geographically because I know a lot of people aren't aware. Texas Pete is a type of hot sauce. Most people would know. Let's see. In the United States. Food company in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So it's like around the Carolinas, which is probably why we see a lot of it around here. Yeah, here this is cha by Texas Pete. Here you go. Here's what you probably don't want. Gosh, that's bright. Sorry about that. I gotta get that down. Holy cow. But yeah, it's not quite right. Like, it's the flavor's spot on, but it's something about it, man. Frank's is bad. Sea Buckethead is not a fan. You have Texas Pete in Ohio. Okay. You get this sriracha off there. I got a little big, like, that bottle is gonna take forever to go through. Starts off warm, gets warmer. Okay, we saw that. Stuffed peppers with hot sauce. Ooh, that sounds good, Louis P. Good. Reminds me of a pro tip our regular pen tester told me about exclamation marks and password brute force attacks. Oh yeah? As in, like, the exclamation marks are like the most common symbol, so they don't do an awful lot of good anymore if you put them in your password. You have a Tudor's Biscuit World here, and they give away bottles of Texas Pete, and Dollar General sells it for $1 a bottle. Ooh. Frank's is just superior. See, everybody's got their hot sauce. So like last year or something like that, my kid and I tried to make our own hot sauce and something happened. Like the house was basically mustard gassed and it was hard to breathe. Like my wife came in after like a couple hours out, leaving me alone with the kid to make hot sauce, and she walked in the house and she was like, "Blah!" But the hot sauce wasn't hot. So somehow we just burned all the pepper into the atmosphere and it was just like vinegary water. So didn't work out very well. You don't want any artisanal Black Halfdan hot sauce, I'll tell you that much right now. You never knew hot sauce was that serious, Q? Yeah, hot sauce is no joke. Frank's is tasty and that vinegar tangy type, but it's not all that hot. P, where in Ohio for me or for Texas Pete's hot sauce? Classic buffalo chicken needs it though. Yep. Buffalo chicken's good. Apparently many of them give up after the exclamation point, so if you throw them in the middle of the password, it can fool many of them. Interesting. That's good to know as a potential penetration tester. It just hits that and is like, oh, no. I was having some trouble in my lab trying to run a brute force. Well, I was running a dictionary tax, actually. But it was really annoying to be stuck in a lab where it's like, here's your spun up environment with like 4 consoles and you only have the word list we gave you and you can't go create your own and stuff, and it's like, great. And I would run it and it would immediately complete and not give me the password. I was like, thanks, appreciate it. Costco stuffed peppers. Local brand here in Vancouver called Jumpin' Johnny's. That's fantastic. Let me check out some Jumpin' Johnny's. Might have to have you guys like send me some hot sauce you want me to try, and I'll like eat some of it on stream and go get some more use out of my bidet. Jumpin' Johnny's hot sauce. Let's see. Oh, okay. This is too bright of a white background. I don't want to bring it over and like blind people that are on stream, but that looks good. I love trying new hot sauce, man. I used to do beer a bunch, but now I'm like kind of out to try hot sauce. Even the brutal stuff, I'm like, I'll try a little bit. Then when my ears ring and I'm kind of like looking sideways, I'm like, okay, I've tried it. I'm done. I'm moving on. Who stung me? May I remind you how much it stings? Oh, man. Columbus area, spent most of my life along I-70 between Columbus and Dayton. Southpaw Funk. WP used to live in Lorain County. Hot sauce doesn't need to be all that hot. Frank's is my regular everyday hot sauce, not your special hot sauce. See, I like that too. There's a, oh man, what's that hot sauce around here? I used to have my special hot sauce here. Is it Firewalker? Like there's some that's brewed around here, and I agree with that statement 100%. I had the hot sauce, like I would do like Texas Pete sometimes if it's like, I kind of want some like semi-spicy ramen or something, just put a little Texas Pete in it, and I would do a lot of sriracha and like a poached egg, because whatever. But I think it was Firewalker hot sauce that I had as well, when it was like, okay, now I want something a little mean, like I want something a little different, so you have like your special hot sauce. It's a good way to put it. I did that without even realizing I was doing that. Green Cholula? Oh yeah, Cholula's good too. Actually a bug in the routine many password crackers use, so it may be fixed at some point. Yeah, but until then. So it's really secure until it's not anymore. Just like everything. It's good advice. Appreciate sharing, Stewie, as always. You enjoy Vancouver, Gross Mountain. He's been on fire tonight, man. We were talking about, I broke out some of the Texas Pete sriracha, and he was like, I don't know who Texas Pete is, but that escalated quickly. Like something in Texas Pete made me swell up, and he's like, woo.
How's that saying, Joe? I put that shit on everything.
Yeah. How are you, Welch? It's good to see you making your debut tonight. Hey, everybody give a warm welcome to the co-host of the show, Senor Welch.
Sinup's not here.
I know, he's not been hanging. He's only hung out with us like once since we've been back. But sorry. You ever call somebody by your own name? Dale went and sent him a text message to send him some good vibes, because we're talking about how he hasn't been hanging out with us much. He's had a bunch going on, so send him some good vibes if you can. You had this bottle called Salsa de la... We're talking about hot sauce now. Welch, I don't know how long you've been hanging out and catching up, but we've been talking about some hot sauce. Are you a hot sauce fan?
Not so much a hot sauce. I like a good sauce. I want something that's got some kick, a little bit of heat, but I want it to savor, not the run to the bathroom and pray to the gods when it hits the bottom of your...
Stewie says he can only talk to you when he can hear you a little bit. You're breaking up a little bit over here. Hold on. Let's see if I can turn your volume up a little bit.
It might be on my side. Hold on.
I got you back up. You were at 91%. I got you up to 100%. Thank you, Stewie. Had this bottle of sauce called Salsa de la Muerte from a Trader Joe's, and it was so tasty. It's definitely hotter than your everyday hot sauce, but it's exactly as you described. The heat is worth bearing for the taste. I might need to get Trader Joe's. I mean, that's the hard part with Trader Joe's is it could be like long gone by now, but I might need to go look that up. You guys got some good stuff. Who knew we'd be talking about hot sauce tonight? So, salsa de la muerte. Blair's Salsa de la Muerte? Is that the brand? Because I might have to get some. Trader Joe's cookie butter, it's like crack. Alright, this is way too bright, so let's see if I can shrink this down. I don't like to blind you guys. Let's see if I can go find this bottle. Was this the hot sauce that you're referring to? Yeah, I don't go to Trader Joe's often. There's one not far away from us, but I have to go check it out. Texas Pete, Trader Joe, you know some dodgy sounding fellas. Yep, we do. That's not the way you spell it. It's Trader Joe, like Traitor. He's a backstabbing. Just playing. Pulling it up on your end to try. Used to come with like skeleton or skull keychain attached. That's cool. Oh yeah, that looks like it's on there. Can you see this over here? Yeah, it's got the little skeleton on it. Blair. Is it Blair? Blair's. See, that's the brand. Yeah, it's got the skull keychain. Cool. First try. Larger photo. Why didn't I get a larger photo? That's not larger. It assumed I hadn't, like, you know. There you go. It assumed I hadn't tried to zoom in on it. Makes him so much nicer. Hey, we got a trader in the community, and she's awesome. So I need to reach out to her and see if she wants to come hang out again some night. That was fun. Have both Tiberius and Trader on the stream again. It's been a while. Tiberius, you still hanging around?
They are going, she's going to be in California.
Oh, yeah? What's she doing in California?
DJ, Ripper, and a bunch of them are going.
Cool. No one invites me. I wouldn't go anyways. I hate traveling. I'm not a friend. A fan of traveling. We're talking about like all the conferences and stuff, like RSA out there in California. I'm like, dude, I like virtual conferencing. I like my bed and my shower. The only thing I like about traveling is food, but you don't get to look like this without trying all sorts of food and finding it delicious. Talking about that today. My wife was like, I think a lot of people have like a body image problem, and I was like, I don't think I have a body image problem. Do I look like I care about what people think about my body? You're not invited because people are afraid you'll turn up with a load of dodgy sounding guys. Yeah, like Texas Pete, Trader Joe, Sinup, Welch, Black Halfdan. We are some shady people, I guess. It's a fair point.
Welch will never set foot in California.
Ever again or ever? As long as you care about your body.
Again.
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably take better care of myself than I do, honestly. I try, but I sit in this chair way more than I should, is the bottom line. Been getting some sunlight finally. Thankfully, it's time to go mow the grass again, man. You don't mow grass over there, do you, Welch? You're in an apartment. You don't have to keep up with your like condo type situation. I get to watch
people do it for me.
Yeah, we have got like this giant freaking field. I rent, but we got to take care of the yard, so it's a pain in the butt. So we've been using like a push mower for forever, like, you know, self-propelled or whatever you want to call it. But my wife cut with it once this year. So the first time this year, of course, like every year up here in North Carolina, the first time I have to mow the yard, I'm always wearing a jacket because it's freaking cold still. The grass just grew. So I had to go get us a riding lawnmower because my wife mowed it one time and she was like, I'm fucking dying. I'm not doing this anymore. So I was like, okay. So we went and found us a used lawnmower and put a little bit of work into it. But Rides like a dream now, man. Makes life so much easier. So you can get out there. I need to get the little attachment on it so you can do the little turn in with the little knob on it instead of running. Oh god, Stewie's gonna have something to say about that. How do we know that Welch isn't simply an AI voice you made up for the show? Welch has never existed. He's actually this friend I had in high school. And, yeah. Yeah. You caught me, Stewie. Same goes for Cooks.
Really?
If he's got a belly that... Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, I do have a belly that shakes like a bowl of jelly.
Whoa, now you're way too loud. You fixed your mic, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I switched over to my headset because for some reason my Discord is coming in like staticky.
Yeah, it was getting staticky for us over here too.
Yeah. Let me reboot mine and see what happens because your YouTube video is coming through perfect.
Oh. Woohoo!
So,
you know, we've had a lot less technical difficulties on the channel lately too. It's like I'm doing something not as stupid. He redeemed stretch. Okay. Just means you gotta generate more energy. Yeah. Man, I need to get up more. I'm not chicken dancing. I need to get back to like doing some push-ups hardcore and stuff. And like, I used to.
Chicken dance, come on.
No way. The chicken dance for Dan, because he likes spicy chicken, is a very different dance than it is for Riff. The chicken dance for me is like the sprint to the bathroom when the chicken's having its revenge on me. Still stuck on Rides Like a Dream. Trying to come up with some estimates on what it'd take to source the rest of your hue shards. How far are you? So we have a good idea how much I can expect to gain for the rest of the event store. How far through are we? And how many events do we have left? And are you in like a top 10 alliance? You have enough to apply for affiliate yet? It's a good question, Lightning Hawk. Also, how are you? Good to see you. 2 out of 120 for you. Have about 200k currency left. So you'll fall short for sure. Hue comes from the... Is the epic or rare chest as well, by the way, in the Borg refinery? Doing well. Good to hear it. I probably am at enough that I could actually get affiliate status if I wanted to now, but I haven't really looked into it. We're doing the joint, thank you for the follow, TL19977. We're doing this joint YouTube/Twitch thing where we have a bunch of people on both chatting together. So I have the chat up on the screen here so you guys can see, like, but all the Twitchers are winning right now if you're watching on YouTube. There you go. There's Billy Bob from YouTube. So you guys can actually chat with each other because we want to be where you guys are. So I haven't really looked that much into affiliate status and all that stuff because really we're just kind of hosting our show, hanging out together, not really that worried about being like Twitch famous, you know? So we'll see. We'll see if we can do that. Is this not where it is? Yes. Okay. So Epic Solo. Is Hugh not in here? Hugh is in here. Not guaranteed or anything. But he has sourcing is what I like to look for. If there's any kind of reliable sourcing. He's not in here. So only in the Epics. So if you get most of the way there, you still have a way to pick him up before some crazy otherness. I take with packs in the event store and the web store, etc. Ops 25, Southpaw Funk. Congrats. He likes Ops 25. Sometimes I wish I could go back to like, I know I could start a new account, but I'm not going to keep up with it like I do my main account. It's just reality. I'm impressed that Tiberius has kept up with his free-to-play account as much as he has. That's pretty awesome. Props to Tiberius for keeping up with that account. Pumped 182,000 to complete Picard, but still have 579,000 left. Not sure where to spend it though. Did you put any real money out there to get some, or you just been in alliances that are scoring high enough to get that much? That's more than I've picked up so far. Epic. Getting a partial unlock on Hugh for me right now is a long way from being able to pay off via finishing his sourcing elsewhere. Yeah. Rare epic loot chest pulls from Borg refinery is Ops 40 plus, so those under level 40 don't get it. It's a good point, Barnabas. Thank you. Q. Yes, I don't understand how they can have more than one account. Just have this one, it drives you crazy. Yeah. I've had a couple. I've hung out with some people on some of the other servers, but not for very long. It is tough to keep up with both the main account, especially, so Tiberius for sure, because he does a lot more streaming than I do. He's got 2 accounts he keeps up with and all that stuff. Like, huge props for keeping up with all that, man. Done well in a few SOBs, you think? Don't actually know where most of them came from. Yeah, I'm glad that I don't, like, too late. I am so thankful, honestly, that DJs and his crew keep up with the sourcing of all that event store loot as well as they do. Because I thought about it and I was like, man, especially all the times that I'm like taking a lunch break and I just go claim something real quick, I would totally forget where everything came from and all that. So I'm glad they do a good job kind of keeping the event stores honest. But I don't think this one's going to be as stellar as some people had made it out to be. Like, it's just an okay event store. Still better than no event store, but it's not the best. You do no ticketed events outside of event store months. Can always do them all. Yeah, that's a really good way. Like, usually I do the same kind of thing, where I will hold out until the event store months and then do them unless they're like really not plausible for me to do, which in most cases they are. I hate spending them and not getting like titanium and stuff from it. Not that I'm hurting too bad for it right now, but kind of a weird thing for me. I guess not gonna, yeah, he's gonna beat me. Okay. We're close to finishing out. What do I need to do? I haven't updated that sheet over there in a long time. Don't usually expect a lot for a 2-month ARC event store. Yeah, but we didn't get one. We did not get one in the, what was the first Borg one called? This is the 4 months since we got to this event store. So we didn't have one at the end of the, February there? What do they call the first Borg stuff that we had? Because there's the 2 months of Borg and now we've had 2 months of Picard, and this is the first event store we've had this year, unless am I wrong about that? That's what I thought. I could be wrong. Not going to attack that with a Fisha. Thank you. You can raid Titanium, you can't raid Officer Shards. Great point, Barkman. Great point. I was able to get the amalgam refit from the event store. You're happy. Hey, Q, how does that work? Like, I don't, like, logistically, how much of an impact does that actually have on your scoops? Because that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, is it super noticeable? Is that something that people should be pushing towards if they're big raiders, or no? Is really my question. Because I'd actually been able to see what the math checks out to on that. The Darius one don't usually expect from a 2-month event store. Barnabas, in the web store, they've got an event for spenders giving out 540k event store loot. Okay. That's...
That's actually a good payout if you're a spender.
Yeah, I don't get access to that because I only spend like $20 a month, $30 a month if they have a good officer flash pass at where I'm at now. Because I kind of got up to the level I wanted to be at and I'm good coasting. But for you guys that actually spend money, I'm happy that they put in those events for you guys in the event store. I think that's good. Because most of you guys are probably going to spend that anyways and you just get a little bit of kickback. I think that's cool.
It's not the kickback we'd want, but it's a kickback.
It's something. Hey, you're on a good pack server. You can't complain that much.
It's, you know, I've always wondered about that. I mean, I know you've done your science and all that stuff, and I'm just also not the person to spin up a second account just to go test the theory on a different server.
I haven't done it. That's what we have this awesome community for. Everybody submitted their stuff, and we saw some huge discrepancy in some of these packs on servers. Yeah. Supposed to taking Queenie to R2 could be an option. How much of a boost is that to her chance? No, it's not a chance for her, is it? Which one of the... Gosh, now I need to go back and look. One of them applies Assimilate. It's not Gasa, is it? It's Dizok, whatever his name is. Dizok. Yeah, Gasa is... So Dizok you need. He can stay at rank 1. Right? Yeah, because he's the one that applies Assimilate. And... Where's Queenie at? There she is. Chaos into order. How much does that go up by if you rank her up? 2% to critical hit chance from receiving hull damage from a Borg Solo Armada. Or 50% below deck. It's not bad. Not sure if you need to take Q to rank 2. Tiberius actually broke down the amalgam refit payoff quite well before he rated over. Oh, well, I'll have to go look at it. Her officer ability not. Below deck ability for solo armadas. Yeah, I mean, she's 50% more effective in that capacity, but it's cumulative, so she's more than that. So it's not a bad idea. Southpaw Funk summary. Yeah, can you summarize? We don't necessarily need to know the exact math. Is it noticeable enough that people should probably go and grab it? Is really the key. What I trust Tiberius's opinion on that. Was he favorable or unfavorable? Because he's critical when he needs to be, and I like that about him. So if he's very critical of it, then I might not spend my event store loot on it. Also, we don't have to talk about him like he's dead. He might be hanging around still. Maybe not. He's spending some time with his wife, which can't blame him. He better not be spending time with Texas Pete. What have we got here? Take all these ossifers off. Wish there was a button that was just like, click, yank all these officers off, like eject button, get them all out of there real fast. But no. No, don't switch seats. Get on my way. Oh, man. So he's at least lurking. Yeah, he probably just left it up and went to bed.
What's that? Nah, I'm still here. If that's
No, Tiberius. Can you truly trust a man that spends time with his wife by choice? We don't know that he's choosing to. Somebody shoot a message over, tag Tiberius, and see if the amalgam refit's worth it. I might hit him up real quick on the Discords and see what he thinks. Where's he at? Tibbs. There we go. Shot him a message real fast. His lady brought him home some food and treats. He's probably eating with her. Yeah, that's usually what's going on. He's eating dinner later than we do. Usually I eat dinner before streaming. He's eating afterwards, so he's probably eating with her. I didn't see that with at first. I was like, dang, that was a bold statement. She's after something. Has anyone checked to see if he's okay? Maybe she's choking him for 2.5 hours. Yeah, he's earning his certified ethical hacker right now. Tips blink twice if you need us to call the cops. Oh man. No, blink once if you need us to call the cops. And twice if you're okay. Cops, got it.
You guys are wrong.
You're one to talk. Oh gosh. You guys make life worth living, you know that? Or you don't hurt it at least. I'll tell you guys right now, if you need to go study for a professional certification, come hang out in the chat the Tuesday before. It will help put your mind in the right spot to do it. Also, our friend, other Q, not Q that's been hanging out with us in chat, but I appreciated him stopping by last week too. That was a big help. Tiberius 2187 is typing. Help. Huh. I wonder what that means. He's still
getting
typing.
beaten by his wife right now because of you guys?
Yeah, like, stop talking about it. You're making her angry. If we are the watchmen, then who watches us? Tiberius says, drastically depends on how often you raid and the size of the targets you hit. Okay. Let's see what he's got here.
Well, that goes back to just the amalgam in general. A lot of people said you should get it no matter what, and then other people were saying not if you're not a raider, don't worry about it.
So very situational, and it's 450,000 to buy. So rating, massive, targets, great. Otherwise, spin, loot, elsewhere. Let's see if we can summarize it. Dan will give you bad advice. Don't worry about it. I will plagiarize the crap out of whatever Tiberius says and misquote and all sorts of stuff. Kinda. Okay. So we got the official kinda from Tiberius when I tried to summarize as, so rating massive targets great, otherwise spin loot elsewhere. So the official answer from Tibbs is kinda. So I've almost got it. He's probably like, dude, leave me alone, I'm trying to eat. Was I say 6% on that refit? Is that what it is? Oh, big God. Refit. Uh-oh, I'm blue. Oh my God.
What the hell did you do to your screen?
I have a very long, very complex password to go wake up this other computer over here. So I've got my work computers over here, and for the stream purposes, it was really dark over here. So I went and changed my desktop background from like the normal thing that's over here to like this really gray background, so it lights me up real good. So when it's like Tuesdays after work, I'll go switch it from this cool like rock climbing photo to that just super plain looking background that lights it up really good over here. Problem is, I can't change the policy on the computer to keep it from timing out as frequently as it does. And if I don't get over here and hit that mouse real fast when it starts to go to sleep, then I had to put in a really complicated, secure password at this weird angle because I'm not set up to be working over here anymore. So that was fun. That was a little embarrassing how long that took. But hey, can't say that my passwords are not secure. All right. Well, that was almost helpful, kinda. That's what I was thinking, Stewie-Doo. So the example he gave was, with 900 billion current resources, the refit would scoop an additional 225 million on top of the about 750 million additional resources for the normal amalgam bonus. They should invent soft lighting for streamers to use while streaming. Yeah, that would be kind of cool.
Why would they do something like that?
A mouse jiggler. Huh. I have to go test it and make sure that it meets my security policy. Question for all. I'm in a battle log under Lorca. It shows yellow font on the auger. Does this mean hull breach was achieved? I don't know. We'll have to ask. Maybe somebody in the audience has like a battle log tool or something, and maybe they know more about battle logs than the rest of us. I don't know.
Just Google it.
Oh man, jeez.
Dude, you need to stop that, please.
I want to, man, but I slept like 3 hours all of last week. It felt like for the whole.
I worked all week. I worked all weekend. Had to roll back into work Monday morning, and we're retrofitting our office still. So I've been dealing with that and doing my regular job.
Yeah,
so,
yuck. Yeah,
I'm struggling right now.
Well, I had to get up at 4:40 I had to be up at 4 so I could be taking the exam at 4:40 on Sunday. So of course I woke up like every 30 minutes having some sort of fucking like, oh crap, I slept through the test. Fucking, just the stress, man. It's crazy. I had to take like a little sleeping pill and go to bed at like 8 o'clock the night before, and I still slept like crap. But I'm glad I did that at least. But that one's behind me. Hooray. Stewie, do any insight on the yellow text in that battle log if you're still around lurking. You might have got him a bottle of Texas Pete. Did you post it in the channel there by chance? So we can take a look there. I saw your Borg armadas. Congratulations on that there. But drop the yellow text. I haven't seen that before that I can recall, or maybe I just never pay attention to it. Yeah, okay. So yellow text is normally showing an effect like burning, morale, and breach. So, oh. I think I've seen that in there. So then he's correct. That it should mean that hull breach was achieved if Lorca's font was yellow. Lord Hollywood. I have 2 words that helps with energy: sativa and coffee. I wish it was legal around here. Even if it was legal, it would still be frowned upon at my place of employment. They've already made that clear. It's like, but I'm 95% remote. I only have to pass, 5% of a drug test, right?
Hey, I thought once you passed it once, that was it.
Yeah, it's like a certification exam. Then you just got to do your maintenance fees every year, right?
Ah.
This yellow font, what was the actual word that was written? Dale is what Stewie was asking. Oh, we can swap this over. I'm sorry, I can't stop it, man. I'm freaking exhausted.
Yeah, I was struggling just to get on here to hang out with you for a little bit.
I appreciate it. I think everybody else appreciates it as well. So, by the way, who's stuck in, like, mental cliffhanger mode waiting to get through this last episode of the series for Picard? Bruh.
No, mine's Mandalorian right now.
I haven't seen The Mandalorian since, like, season 2. I didn't watch Book of Boba Fett. I need to watch it. What I was doing instead was, I started watching Bleach for a little while, like the anime Bleach, and my wife and I were watching it together.
Yep.
And haven't seen, like, I've never finished the show, and we're in like season 5 right now, so I'm trying to get through, what's like 13 14 seasons of that show. I'm gonna go back.
Yep.
So yeah 100% agree, you guys. Like, Picard is awesome, and I gotta be honest, the twist was so hard this last episode. I didn't see it coming, and I'm still a little shook by it. Like, usually I'm like, oh, okay, the twist is pretty obvious, or at least somewhat understandable, but no, that thing about twisting my neck off. It's crazy. Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you, Stewie. I get what you're seeing, what you're showing there. When was the last time I looked at a battle log? Good question. Thank you, Senor Stu. 70% chance to inflict hull breach in yellow. So yeah, if it shows it in the log that it's doing, like, that's it activating if it shows it in the log. But it doesn't show it like every round that it's active. It shows it the round it triggers, and if it's like what Lorca, it's like for 2 rounds. So then you might not see it the next round, but it's still active from the previous round. I don't make the rules, I just think them up and write them down. Let's toss that over there. Get my below deck ability, Galenar. And I want some health. Con's pretty good for this. I think where I go, usually I'm okay on the mitigation. Let's go test, check our commander. Probably have to switch him. There we go. Now let's go get some probes. You get some probes, you guys? Let's see. I don't want to be at this forever. That is not where we go. So let's go here.
Which one are you doing?
I get a level 37 Borg space for the Talios to go pick up some probes, because I'm about to cap out on, like, I have 7 of these stupid tokens, 6 now. So I'm about to cap out, so I need to burn a couple.
Are you still getting the fluffy or no?
You talking about for the away team?
Yeah.
Sometimes. Right now I'm more concerned with pill and print, so I usually go burn through the what you call it, lead expedition. Do we have the Vidar Exos?
I was gonna say,
Not for the
Lead
Vidar
expedition
Talios. Vidar. Just the straight Vidar. Yep, so it wouldn't get me nearly as many. I will probably sit on those for a very long time. 13 of the plus 500%. 11 season 3 and it's a piece of art. However, without wanting to give any spoilers, the closer we get to the end, the angrier I get about the things that are still unaddressed. I agree with that too. That's pretty fair, Stewie. There's a lot that is like, they're going to be, the entire next episode is going to be wrapping things up if they wrap it all up, which I highly doubt. Stupid expansion cubes. I agree. I hate the expansion cubes. Use the Vidar in 36 space with Exos, 10 hits and your full cargo. Nice. Might have to do that. Borg mission, please. Which Borg mission? WP. Yeah, I may switch out for the actual Vidar here in a minute then. Just use some Exos and finish it out. Use 2 of them. Oh, you stack them up? I never thought to do that. The away team mission? Oh, yeah. The, gosh, what's that one called? What is that dang mission called? With Fluffy for the...
which... this, simulated, whatever?
Yeah. I might have it. Let's see. I don't think I do. No, I don't. Get Imperial Strategy. That's very important right now. Trying to work on Pilum Shards. What is that mission called? I think we were just shooting some screenshots of it back and forth the other day. You and me and Senna. On other days, probably like weeks ago now.
The bad part was I just cashed it in today, too.
Yep. Collective
Only
bargaining.
if there
Thank
was
you.
a spreadsheet that had that information on it
Shh,
already.
Barnabas has this. We don't have to go look at spreadsheets. Collective bargaining. Thank you, Sir Barnabas. I don't have to go look up things on my own. Yes, collective bargaining. Great one. But I also get like, I don't know if I fill my cargo in the 37s. I know I do in the 36s. So it's like 2 million of these probes just about. Which is awesome, but it takes a while. Secondary accounts running in it this second. Oh, cool. Oi, Bonnie. You're cramping my style here. Oh, man. So, it's Tuesday. Who thinks they're going to have the worst week coming up? I think my week's actually going to be pretty good. I've had a pretty decent week so far, and I think it's going to keep going. We'll see how it goes. Who's like, it's Tuesday, and the next 3 days are going to be awful. Or no, whatever your work week looks like. Who thinks they're just like set up to have a bad work week? Or just week in general? Let's talk about it. Fandrew, thank you for the follow, my friend. Like, I'm having a pretty good week. Welch, are you going to have a good week, bad week, so-so week? What kind of week do you think you have, Nostradamus? Where'd he go? Is this thing on? Hello?
No, sorry. I was reading. I got a Teams message.
Oh, uh-oh. Yeah, it's part of why this one's up over here, too, is I gotta be on the lookout for teams. I'm on call this week. Investigate board signal for the fluffy shards. Lord Hollywood says I have to paint the fire lanes around the property and change all the building AC filters.
Oh, dear God, no thank you.
Yeah. You change those, like, monthly or, like, quarterly? How bad are these filters we're talking? Actually, I think I was supposed to change mine, like, 3 weeks ago in the house, actually, now that you mention it. Thank you. Probably need to go do that. Painting fire lanes is probably much better when it's not raining. You need to revise for an eye exam.
You were
6 months? Ooh, that's probably got some dust on it then. I was what?
Man. Do you work for like? Is it like the like offices or like apartment complexes or?
Good question. And then KOCR, was it Koser? Doug says investigate board signal for the fluffy shards. It's a good one. It's always helpful to have more fluffy. Lloydson 0027. I work tomorrow, then have Thursday and Friday off. There you go. Everybody be jelly of Lloydson. He's got an easy week. Hopefully an easy week.
Okay, yeah.
Low income housing.
Yeah, so he works for like a complex facility. So yeah, I know how that could be rough.
Do a lot of people have pets? Because that makes it worse, for sure. I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. My dad's got a house he bought. He's already got his house he's in right now. But the house that he bought, the people that were in it before, let the dogs just go everywhere. And it's horrendous. He's had to rip everything out and still trying to get rid of the smell so we can start working on it. So, it's craziness. We went over there yesterday to go check it out. It's a lot of work to do. But that man can handle a project, I'll tell you that much. When I was a kid, so my dad's a retired aircraft electrician from the Air Force. He was an instructor for a long time before he retired. He lost the tip of his middle finger on his, I'm going to say, left hand when I was really young because they were taking a propeller off of a plane and they went to go set it down and his hand got stuck underneath it, and when it got set down it just pinched off the tip of his finger there and they couldn't sew it back on. So I have a 4-year-old kid now and she's just fascinated by Pop's finger. So the other day she was like, Daddy, look, I'm Pop. Oh my God. Oh man. Anyhow, that guy's tough too. When we were up here one year, we were out cutting up some firewood with chainsaws. We had just, this is going already. Spoiler alert. So we were sitting there, we were out here just days and days in a row, cutting out all these trees on this property for firewood. And we got lazy one day and we're trying to cut a piece of wood that just wasn't a good size to go into a wood stove. So he was holding this piece of wood and he's like, just go ahead and cut it. And I go to cut it and the blade hits and it goes boom and just jumps over and just hits his finger real fast. And man, my dad is tough as a heck. He just went, And I was like, are you okay? And he's like, we need to go now. So we go get in the truck and go driving out of this place. We had to go 4-wheel drive over like creeks and stuff to get out of this place that we were way back then. And he's holding his glove is still on and he's holding his arm like this, or his finger like that. And we go by his parents' house first and he goes and rinses it out. And he and his dad are looking at it and they're like, yeah, that's going to take stitches. So we have to go up to the urgent care, sit there for like 4 hours and get some stitches put in his finger. And if we get done with that, we go back out to the truck and he opens the toolbox, grabs some snippers out, grabs his work gloves and cuts off that finger from the glove so that he can put his hand back in the glove with that little stent that was on it, little brace or whatever from where they had just stitched it up. And he's like, all right, let's go finish. Like, God dang, dude. They don't usually make them that tough in the Air Force, huh, Welch?
It's a lost breed.
Yep.
I mean, it's the same. It's a lost breed even in the Army.
Yep, and it's still, you wouldn't tell by looking at him. He looks so fluffy and cuddly, and he's really good to my daughter, but he's pretty tough, man. Smart as heck.
I think it's a saying, because I know there's probably some dads on here.
Mm-hmm.
We're tough as nails, but the minute that your little girl comes up, you're putty in her hand.
Mm-hmm. Man, my kid eats like so horribly too.
Baby.
She's like, Daddy, can I have some candy? And I'm like, no. And she's like, like, fine, just all of it.
I've heard you with your kid. I know how that goes.
Yeah, I try to be tough, and it just doesn't work. Damn you, Automod. All right, hold up. How many people are dads representing in the stream tonight? If you're a dad, don't be afraid to say hey. All the dads in the house say hey. Nope. Up. Allow. There you go. We let you through. Note to self, if you're ever hosting a party for Dan's dad, hold back on the finger food. God. Of 4, Lloydson. Wow. Awesome. 5 boys for Lord Hollywood 1. I just have the 1 girl and a vasectomy. So that's where we're hoping to keep it. That's the status quo that we're aiming for. My wife had HG during the pregnancy. She got super sick and had to be on Finnegan so she could eat anything. We had colic. And when we thought we were pregnant a second time, I saw the look of just stress and horror on my wife's face and was like, that's not the way that you should feel about it. So I immediately scheduled a vasectomy, and we have never regret that. Hey, Barkman. Barkman's representing as well. Lots of dads in the audience. This is another dad podcast. Never, never. Haven't seen you in a while. I'm a dad. Got 3 mistakes. I mean, kids. Oh, man. How are you, Never, never? Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. Welch, you have, what, 2 daughters? Is that right?
Yeah, don't remind me.
Lurking. That's fine. You can go back to lurking. We're not going to call you out too much. I haven't seen you in a while. Lurkers welcome here.
No. My old man used to make jokes about that. The easiest way is my dad had 3 boys, so he only had to worry about 1 pecker running around 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 girls. I have to worry about every pecker around the world.
Mm-hmm. A stepdaughter is 30. Oof. Yeah, Stewie says, my daughter's 28, so not really a kid anymore, and stepdaughter's 30. Well, congrats on making it that low. I think you've done pretty good if you made it to where she's that age.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's 4. Going on 14 sometimes. Jeez. She's got so much sass. And I know it's 90% my wife, but some of it's me. Told you, roof and all. It's, I think, I don't know if Amazon will deliver that to the house. They might. They got a pharmacy now, right? Let's go check. Let's go see. Yep. You can get what? Oh no, hold on. That's a book. It shows up Sleep and Refresh Centrum. They're like, all right, you're on a list and you can have some stuff to sleep. Wait, it redirected me to Amazon.in. So it's like, you can't get this unless you're in India. That was interesting. It's part of my date kit along with a claw hammer and duct tape. Wow. Lord Hollywood says, my janitor got in an argument over his 16-year-old wearing stretchy pants to school, spent a week in the couch. Huh. God. So Stewie Doo, I go look it up to see if I can order any of it on Amazon, and it redirected me to the India page and was like, here's some stress and anxiety vitamins, and then the next thing that comes up is DEA.gov, drug facilitated sexual assault. So I'm already on a list and I'm not searching any further. So if you have a good dealer,
you just got your CEH and you're looking
revoked.
this stuff up.
Yeah, I just lost the E part of it. I'm just a CH now. On the couch, yeah. And then spent a week on the couch. Yeah. Gosh. 3 daughters and a son. My son followed me into the Canadian Army. You should know better. I think how many lists do you think you're on, Welch? We joke about that a lot in information security. Like, you're going to be on several lists.
Yeah, I was going to say, some of the dumb stuff that I've had to Google or research, yeah, I'm probably up there.
Now, do you usually know ahead of time, like when you're walking into it, you're like, this is going to put me on a list? Or do you like do it and then go, ah, shit, I'm on a list now?
So, when I was in college, no, I never would have thought that I would have made a list somewhere. And then, of course, as you learn stuff, you go, "Oh shit, I shouldn't have looked that up."
Yeah.
I was also raised up back during the day when they had the Anarchist Cookbook online.
Yep. Can you still find that? I don't look for it anymore, but we liked that in high school. It was accessible from our school computers in high school. I don't know if it was supposed to be.
Well, there was no filtering back in those days.
Yeah, they're like, what's a firewall?
Yeah, I still remember the first time I looked up a nudie picture on the computer and watching it do the little pixelation.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, "Yep, got to a nipple." And then here comes your mom or your dad, so you have to hang up the phone real quick.
Yep. God. Ladies and gents in the audience, hope you like the showcase of social engineering, Stewie. You have a copy of the Jolly Rogers. Rev says, all minors should be castrated, ban all minors. Down with the minors. Oh, man.
Leave it to a pirate.
Yar. Hey, Rev. Hope you're having a good night. You walked into it very interesting. Where are your captains, guy? They're taking a nap. It's a good question. Just trying to figure out what I was going to do with all these ships right now. I don't really have much else to eliminate as far as events go right now, so we could probably go cause some mayhem. I'm going to go smash some people real quick with the Katinga. I can tell people that Rev made me do it. Hang on. Let's go find some people to wreck. Where's some people's gonna be? Let's go see if we got some people hanging out, just trying to mind their own business and grab some antimatter units. Happy Ref. You're making me go keep it. Hey, did you get locked out of your account on this server, by the way? People were asking. They hadn't seen you in a while. Somebody said that you lost your access to the account on the server over here. They're trying to figure out which alliance you were in. 63? I think we're server 63, right, Welch?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, 63. Mind their own business. Not out there. Go PC hunt. It's on the PC somewhere, who knows? Yeah, people are like, hey, where'd the good content creator go? I told people
Where's
you
the
said.
Ginger bear?
Yeah. Told people you said there could only be one content creator on the server and then locked yourself out. I'm stealing your look. Yeah. Sorry. I used to do the bald thing, but I got tired. Suing for copyright infringement. You're Rust now? I saw it when I got back and was looking at some of the stuff. Don't know if you saw what they did. I did not. What did they did? Is there cliff notes somewhere I can get? Did I go ask ChatGPT to summarize what the Rust did? Ugh. So boring. Hitting reds. Come on, Katinga. Let's go find somebody to blow up. What else we got? Valdor. Rust rolled out a whole bunch of stuff that basically says you're copyright infringing us. You can't have Rust in your domain name, can't change the color of their logo, etc. Like, this is the Rust, the game Rust? They went all Wizards of the Coast? Rust the coding. Okay. Rust coding. Rust programming language. Got you. protests of the core team placing themselves unaccountable to anyone but themselves. The rest core team leads. Let's go look at news. The dark side of Rust. Why cyber criminals are loving this programming language. Rust Foundation. So sorry for scaring the C out of you with trademark crackdown talk.
Not the crack.
Yeah, so they went full on Wizards of the Coast and were like, you can't play D&D anymore. No fun. Apologize for confusion caused by the organization's proposed trademark policy change. Foundation, which steers the memory-safe programming language, had proposed fresh rules on the use of the word Rust and its logo, which included the recommendation that people not use Rust in their Rust crate names, e.g. Vulture-RS would be preferred over Vulture-Rust. What? God. Am I a hockey fan? I'm a Hockey Fights fan. More so than a hockey fan. I don't dislike hockey, but I like fights. I like UFC and hockey fights. Uh-oh, Katinga's in the system. Let's go see if there's somebody to blow up. Who are you? They gotta die. Rev made me do it.
That's what I forgot. Hey, what was the point of the simulated Stella skin?
G4 and G5 in the you've completed all your Stella research and you're gonna go get the materials now. Where they at?
Okay.
Factions. Rogue. The Stella particles to crystal, gas, and ore. There should be G4 and G5 options in here once you get that.
Okay. Apparently I have the skin and didn't realize it.
You just throwing money at Scopely. Don't even know why. Or, sorry, not Scopely anymore, right? Throwing it at Savvy
What
Games.
is it now?
Savvy Games, I believe. My man, my ginger brother had a good video out on that. You don't even pay attention? What's up with that?
I don't know, dude. It's don't play the game. It's more like point and click and do your thing and then
And give
go
money to
work,
Saudi Arabia.
come home. Yeah. Hey, at least it's not money I'm giving to my ex-wives. So
Hey, they're nice ladies. I only know one of them.
they are to somebody else.
Oh, man. Small world when I figure out that I ran into one of your ex-wives.
Actually, I kind of consider her the really only ex-wife.
Oh, okay.
So
In a car? No.
yes.
God. I feel really bad about that. No.
I mean, I would too, since I don't have insurance on her.
You might want to go consider it. Stewie Doo's been really good at what you call it, social engineering.
I mean,
he might be putting some sort of weird.
Can you just like randomly put insurance on somebody?
You can. I'm pretty sure you can put life insurance on anybody you want.
Oh man.
But it's the more suspicious, the quicker that an accident befalls somebody. So you gotta like do it now and then wait a while. Oh man. Rust. So that's bananas, man. At least Wizards of the Coast eventually walked a lot of their stuff back. But for a while there was like, this is going to change the landscape of D&D. But it didn't. Speaking of, I finally get to play D&D this Saturday coming up. Brother's going to be doing some DMing for us. We need to get back at it. I've got my Australian chicken farming dragonborn monk that I'm going to be playing.
Are you guys doing it virtually?
So my brother, he lives out there by you, so he's close enough we could do it in person, but we don't. He does it virtually, and a buddy of his, I guess he's technically my buddy now too. You play D&D with somebody, they're your friend, right? He's down in Florida, so he's remote. And then I've got 2 friends that live in the area over here, and they all come hang out here in the stream room. And we get the coffee table in here, and we like to roll dice analog style when we're playing. So it's it's hybrid, let's call it. It's not completely virtual and not completely in person. When I run it, I love to play a like analog only, get rid of your cell phones, no like print everything out, pen and paper type game. So that's my favorite way to play.
I never got into. I haven't done D&D in decades, but we used to play Pathfinder. Some guys at work.
Yep.
And of course, we'd always try to play during lunch, like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And it always seemed like the day that we would try to play during lunch was the day that all hell would break loose at work.
It's gonna make some people mad. I'm gonna go smash into people in Taiga Core and tell them that Rev made me do it. Tell them that Rev's account got banned over here, so I had to go blow up stuff for him. I don't know if I can hit these people. Probably. Like, you're such a nice guy usually. What happened? Like, honestly, I've just been sitting in a alliance of 1 by myself, getting all my stockpiles back up because I want to go make other people's days a little miserable, but I'm not hardcore enough to do it while the whole server's hunting me.
Where was it? I saw somebody raiding earlier.
Oh yeah? Anybody we know?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Where was it?
At least the leaderboards are updating again.
Yeah.
Look at Sinip up there, number 2 on the raid leaderboard. Little pirate there. Timmer K1, thank you for the follow, my friend. Appreciate it. Let's go blow up some people in Taiga Core. People are gonna lose their crap, even though they're floating out there in Taiga Core. We're gonna go get them. We had a very clever GM. Rana came for literally years. Started in Forgotten Realms, then took us into Spelljammers, so we could then visit the different realms. The last one we visited was Dark Sun. That's really cool. Yeah, you can't see it because I got the green screen in the way, but I've got a map of the Sword Coast from the Forgotten Realms printed out on that wall behind us over there. And we were in Barnes and Nobles like I would say like a month or 2 ago now, and they have like a lot of the R.A. Salvatore books that are like remastered or whatever. Like they have a collection, so like Homeland, Exile, and Sojourn are all in like a big old book. So I went and got them because I want to go back and reread those. That's like what first got me into Dungeons and Dragons, technically, as the R.A. Salvatore books, but I'm gonna try to make my wife read them first, see if she nerds out with me. I didn't realize how many of those books he wrote, but as good as those are, the Cleric Quintet was awesome. I don't know if you're into the Forgotten Realms literature, but Forgotten Realms, R.A. Salvatore is great, but the Cleric's Quintet is probably my favorite, as much as I like Drist. Adderley Bonaduce. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so closet Forgotten Realms nerd, I guess. Thanks for dragging that out into the light there, Stewie Doo. Well played. Up. See if we go into Taiga Core. Go make some friends. It's only just before people come hunting me. Guess we'll have to start on the left and work our way off to the right. Social engineering. Define that for me. Somebody zero node?
You gotta be social.
Somebody zero noded. See how many hate messages I get. Who's over here? Level 42. Who's the floater over here? dude's for real gonna be like, why? It's because Rev Juice made me do it. Don't believe me? Go watch stream.
It ain't so, Rev.
Ugh. See how long? How many seconds till I get a "Why did you blow me up" message?
More than likely, this late at night, they probably fell asleep.
No, they were actively. Yep, there's the message. They were actively out there in Taiga Court. So we're gonna come hunt you down. Okay. What was that for? Let's see. WTH, I wasn't bothering you.
No, but you were
Deuce
taking up a parking
made
spot.
me do it. You'd be like, that's stupid. Like, well. There you go, Rev. Earning notoriety even if you're locked out of the server. Oh, wait, there's somebody else over here I haven't killed yet. Oh, man. Dang. How do I get a cargo full? Oh, it's probably titanium and stuff. Let's see. I gotta keep an eye on Taiga Core to see if he's called in somebody bigger than him to come after me. Oh, gosh. Oh, I missed some chats over her. Was that from Welch? Oh.
Yeah, I sent you one.
No way. Not my friend over there.
Yep.
Wow. Did he quit?
I don't know. 39 billion in resources?
Yeah, I don't know. If he quit, that sucks.
All I know is I saw somebody in one of our chats talk about thanks Rux for the crack.
Oh.
But then I saw
Wow.
tags for a bunch of those Alliance members.
Oh, you can't see that. Hold up. There's the conversation. No love for Rev, I guess.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I wish I had like a owl emoji. Or is there one that we can use in the game? Yep. There it is.
Too funny.
Gosh. Oh, man. Now let's go figure out where else we're going to get people. Should we go find the people that are trying to passively level up their ships and go blow them up next? If we're going to make friends, let's make all the friends. Oh, there's plenty of people out here doing that. Rev,
Well, I mean,
who's...
there's also what? So, there's still is it still the Picard event going on?
Yep.
So there's people probably still trying to do that.
Which one?
The 6-day event.
Oh, man. I love when they're OPC floating miners because they're out there just like passively farming, and I go hit them. They're like, you violated, bro. And I'm like, A, no, I didn't. And B, so what?
You're a floater. It doesn't count.
Yeah. Prison Yarda. Where else do we have people? We just go smash everybody. There's probably people that are overprotected out here. Alright, let's go home and repair real quick, just in case. I'm not even gonna look. I've got plenty of freaking data right now. So many datas.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Do you have to go mine? Or are you gonna look for overprotected?
Well, I've
Eclipse
been
space.
debating it.
Hmm.
I've got enough on 90 days of resources of just about everything.
Lindstrom. Let's see about Penumbra. Somebody's floating in Penumbra. Lindstrom.
Well, the events, everything ends Tuesday, so I figured I'd come hang out with you for a week or two.
Yeah. Oh, nobody's in
Gives
Lindstrom.
me a
What
reason
about
to start
Carpinian?
dumping all my exchange stuff.
Oh wow, it's 10 o'clock already. I'm gonna have to wrap up soon. Let's go make some friends in Exchange Space though. Or Eclipse Space. Now I'm gonna say Stewie Doo made me do it and they're gonna go, oh, I know that guy, he's awesome. Wait, the officer tool guy? What a jerk. Lube is way better.
Damn it.
Oh man. Let's see who else is on. We didn't raid anybody last week because I am a bad person. Just kind of hit the we're done with this stuff button. We didn't even look to see who else was online.
Bad content creator.
The worst. Dane Cook Gaming is on. Do you guys know Dane Cook is streaming, by the way? He's on Twitch. Plays Call of Duty Warzone.
Like the Dane Cook?
Yeah, the Dane Cook.
That's
Can Stewie make his officer tool a mobile app? Maybe. There you go, Stewie. Stewie Doo. Sorry, autocorrect. Oh, is it Stevie? There's that and Hallelujah. It's on there as well. So we don't have anybody that's doing Star Trek Fleet Command. We're gonna have to wrap up here in a little bit. You guys want to go check out Dane Cook's stream and see what he's doing? Like, yeah, the Dane Cook is on Twitch. And it's pretty cool, actually. But first we're gonna go smash some stuff out here in Carpinin and pin it on Stewie Doo. Like, Dan sucks. He's just out there trying to get famous. That's why smashing ships in Tygo Core.
Well, hell, why not?
Yeah. The worst thing is that my cargo's full, so I'm not even gonna get any of these Eclipse security codes. We're just doing it to be a jerk. You can use it on a mobile phone if you install Sheets and use the Google Sheets version, but it's hard to use on a small screen. Yeah, that was... I tried to do that once, and I will never do it again. It does not format well on a mobile phone. Might work on a tablet. Ooh. Taco Bell is rumbling in my belly. More hate mail incoming. It's a Katinga hitting Stella's. The only reason that my Katinga hits your Stella is because you are slow. You are floating. You're doing nothing. Otherwise, Katinga would never find you. There you go, Stewie. I'm going to blame all those people. Or all you. I'm going to blame you when all those people send me hate mail. It's going to be awesome. Thank you, Dale. We had a lot of fun. Now let's go right over to Dane Cook Gaming, y'all. See how he's doing. You could tell him I said, hey. Start that raid. We're going to go raid the Dane Cook. Give them a link to your Discord so they can come and complain. I will. Alright, y'all. Let's go see what Dane Cook's doing and wish him luck in whatever he's doing. We will see you next Tuesday. Thank you guys so much for an awesome stream.